Alright, it's gonna be a really rough first video. But, so, Roger Williams, walking a shell path. Thank you for being on my channel and whatnot. It's pretty cool that, you know, there's people who want to watch this stuff. But, I just wanted to, like, start the channel, start the first video, start by just talking about music. And, like, why I like it so much and why I think it's so cool and why I'm even, like, doing all this in the first place. I feel like this camera's like, it's like a bad camera angle. Whatever. This is probably like this is as good as I can get it. I should get like a tripod or something, or not like a selfie stick. But anywho, let's get going. Let's get into the video. So I like music a lot, right? Like it's everywhere. I feel it all the time. Like, watch this. Music, all right? Well, hold on. That was just a regular sound of chains, but you know, music is the ability to take something like that and organize it so that it sounds good. Like, you know, you heard that high ding of the chain hitting the pole, and you could turn that into something cool, or you could just take that entire sound of all the chains and put it into a song. You know, people make beats out of random things like tapping water bottles or whatever. But music and, you know, music theory is just people's ability to organize sound into 8 letters, I guess, but like, you know, they're sharps and flats and stuff, but that's a whole different thing. But it's just people's ability to quantify sound, or to like be able to point at something and play a sound and, you know, turn it into things, really cool things. And that's why, like, that's a little bit of why I like it, but it's also, it just feels good when you hear certain sounds or certain sounds together. It just makes you feel a certain way. And like, that just shows how powerful music is, you know? If you're at a party, you'll play, like, depending on the vibe you want, I guess, you'll play a certain song. I kind of want to stop here. Look at this. I don't know if you can see that very well yet. The bridge back there, that's the whole reason I'm on the shell path. I just wanted to show you guys this. Oh, hear this too. Look, these crickets chirping in the bushes over here. Just listen to that. The rhythm of the chirps and the croaks. There's frogs croaking over there. It's everywhere. The song of nature, man. Song of nature, man. Yeah. I wish I could pull my notes out right now. I had some notes I wanted to talk about in this video. If I remember, it's like, I know it, whatever. I'll just talk about my music experience, I guess. So, I started playing the clarinet in the 3rd grade because I went to a Catholic school. And it was required that we did, I think, 2 years of an instrument or like a year of chorus or something. And I did both because I thought music was cool. And all my friends were doing it too, so I was like, why not? I want to find a rock over here. Anywho. Yeah, so I started playing the clarinet. And I liked it a lot. Like, I thought it was really cool. And I could learn songs pretty fast too. So I was pretty good at it, I guess. Or I remember I was pretty good at it. You know, if there was videos of me playing, I'm pretty sure I was probably not too great, but I mean, I was in the 4th grade. 3rd grade, 4th grade. Yeah, but I liked it. That's where my appreciation for music comes from. And my music teacher, my band instructor, his name was Mr. DeRoja. I'm pretty sure he's dead now. He was pretty old back then, but I think he was going deaf too, so, you know, I guess if he's not dead, maybe he's deaf. Either way, besides the point, he was the reason that I love music. Or he is the reason that I love music and a lot of things that have to go with music. He was just so passionate about it, and he was a really cool teacher, a really cool guy. Switching hands, fuck. shoot. Maybe I shouldn't. I'm in college. Who cares? I'm in college. I might sit on my. I'm gonna sit at this tree. I'm gonna sit at this tree. Let's get to this tree. And yeah, I was saying that. Yeah, good guy. Really got me to like music. I'm gonna sit right here. Yeah. What a good spot right here. What a good spot right here. Get a load of that. Get a load of that. What's better than... Yes. Anywho, like I was saying, really cool guy, really inspirational teacher. Pretty cool, decent fellow. What else to talk about? I talked about the vibe, didn't I? I said music has the power to control how people feel. Okay. A lot of people struggled during COVID, right? And, it made people feel sad. I felt sad. I remember that. I'm okay with talking about it because, whatever. Who cares? I felt really sad during COVID, and I would play music that made me feel more sad or made me feel like that there was other people that were feeling sad too. That bird's flying really low and slow. Oh, I just caught a fish. What the hell? The things you see. Yeah, and playing sad music made me feel more sad. So it just made me realize that music has the ability to, manipulate your emotions. It can make you feel things. There's chords that you can play that sound sad, minor chords, but not all minor chords sound like they don't sound specifically sad. They're just called sad chords. But some of them make you feel like a certain way. Like, I even know how to describe it. I play an F minor chord, and it just has like a, I don't know, I'd have to show you in a different video, but it's not sad exactly, but it's pretty, So yeah, music has the power to control how you feel or make you feel certain things. And it's had that power for years, thousands of years. People have been playing drums or horns or tube instruments for years. Cave people hollowed out a tree and just started, making some noise, or singing, that's music. You sing too. You probably hum, you whistle. You are around music all the time. You've been listening to music probably since you were born. You were probably listening to music before you put this video on. There's probably music playing around where you are right now. Even car horns. Car horns play a note. Most car horns, I think, play an F sharp. Or maybe it's a G. I don't know. Some elevators, elevator dings. I don't know. There's a lot of different types of people and qualities in music that are really cool, like perfect pitch or relative pitch. Having good relative pitch is pretty cool. Probably cooler than perfect pitch. Because, if you don't have relative pitch, how are you supposed to know what perfect pitch is? But I'll go into that later in a different video. I'm gonna check my notes real quick. I'm back, and it felt like 0 seconds for you, but it was probably 10 seconds for me. The only thing that I haven't talked about yet was the universal language of music and, how I'm going to be posting these videos in the future. So I'm going to talk about the universal language first because I think that's really cool. Imagine nobody could speak at all. There was nobody who spoke your language, and there was nobody who spoke anybody else's language. Nobody knew what anybody else was saying. Tower of Babel situation, if you've ever read the Bible. I haven't read the Bible, but I remember that Bible story from a comic book version of the Bible, which I thought was really funny and cool. But nobody could understand each other, and you had to communicate something to people. You know, let's say you were immobile and the only thing you could move was your hands and fingers and arms and legs, but only to play instruments. That would be the only way you could talk. Everybody speaks the music of language. Everybody hears the same sounds. 440 hertz sounds the same to everybody's ears. And I think that's a C, is 440 hertz. But that's so in-depth for no reason. That's like physics stuff, but I thought that's cool. But everybody speaks that language. Everybody knows Tchaikovsky. Or a lot of people know Tchaikovsky. I mean, I'm sure not many people know today, or maybe there are, and I don't know. It's uncommon for people to listen to Tchaikovsky, but people know Tchaikovsky. Everybody knows Beethoven. Everybody knows Mozart. Everybody knows, Drake even. Drake, Kanye, other rappers, Nirvana, other bands. All those bands, they all play music. If they couldn't talk, if none of those people could speak, they would all be able to understand each other's music and how the music works. So, if you know how to play an instrument and you meet some Polish person, maybe you don't speak Polish and they only speak Polish, and you want to talk to them, or you want to have some kind of bond with them, you can bond about music. You can play the same songs. You can play the same notes. They could play notes, and you could play notes that sound good with those notes too. And that's really cool. That's the great thing about music. All you have to do is know how to play the song or play the music, and that's it. It's another language, but it's also an activity. It's like, music is just so cool. It's just so cool. It's just so cool. You can't even quantify how cool it is. You can't even, it's the best. Music is the best. Title of this video, by the way. Title of this lesson. This is lesson number 1. Speaking of lessons, let's go to the lesson plan. Hopefully I get better at explaining things in the future. I think I'm a bad teacher. I don't think I'm very organized, but I'm trying to be. And I'm gonna try to be with the rest of these videos until lesson 8. I called it the octave lesson because there's 8 notes in an octave. So if I started on A and I went A, B, C, D, E, F, G, that's 7 notes, but then A again is an octave, so I call it the octave lesson. I just thought it was a funny, nerdy music, whatever. Yes, so hopefully the lessons get more organized. I have things I want to talk about in each lesson, but hopefully I transition to them smoothly and whatnot. I just heard somebody whistling. I thought that's maybe they're fishing. Really funny. Birds chirping. Everyone's singing. Even when you talk, you're making sounds and you're making music, kind of. You could play the way your voice sounds on an instrument. That's cool. Anyway, back to the lessons. I'll try to post lessons when I can. I'm not gonna have like posting dates because that's stupid and YouTube isn't my job, and like I have other things to do. Like, this is a hobby. This is something I do for fun. Maybe if I like made millions of dollars off of doing this, I would do it all the time, but I just do it because I like to. So I'm only doing it when I can. Like right now, I have a wrestling practice in probably like 15 minutes. I have to go back to my room and change, then get out of there. All right, let's get walking and wrap this up. So my lessons or my videos will be posted when I can. I'm gonna have different things I talk about in each of the videos. Probably I'll go back to some topics in other videos, but then after that, I'm pretty much just gonna be posting like me playing around with my instruments and making songs. So hopefully I teach a lot of things either in there, like I'll probably explain along the way, but I want to give some background knowledge just so I don't have to keep teaching things all the time. And if you don't know something, I'll put lessons in like a folder or whatever. You could go learn from the folder, and it's right there on the channel. If you really cared, obviously. If not, then you know, whatever. I don't care. Do your thing. But anywho, that's that. I hope you guys love music too, because I love music, and I love you.